wrestling fans? Welcome to another edition of the WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view review from Tag Team. I'm your host, Cesar Scorpio, alongside the Invincible Vincent.
Hey.
Money in the Bank. Good pay-per-view here. This was action-packed. Matches were only 7 matches here in this entire pay-per-view, but these matches were all worth watching, I would say, for the most part.
Yeah, more or less. Tons of action from start to finish. It was a great pay-per-view overall. Yeah,
definitely. So let's get started here with the first match of the actual evening. This was the Money in the Bank ladder match for the SmackDown brand. This was the competitors Dolph Ziggler, Santino, Cody Rhodes, Sandow, Tyson Kidd, Sin Cara, Tensai, and Christian. Now, this match was very fast-paced. If you blinked or if you went to the bathroom, you missed a lot.
Yes.
Winner ended up being the well-deserved Dolph Ziggler, but again, this had a lot of good action here in the middle of this match.
Oh, yeah, definitely. From start to finish, this one was pretty good. At one point, Tyson Kidd did this one sick move against Dolph Ziggler. I don't even know what you would call it. It was like a twisting, upside-down powerbomb off of one ladder and yanking Dolph Ziggler off of the other ladder.
Right. Innovation takes over when you're in these kind of matches.
Exactly. Sin Cara got his back bashed. He got powerbombed by Tensai onto one of the ladders on the outside of the ring. The ladder, I don't know if it was supposed to give or not, but it didn't, so Sin Cara was on the floor after that. Tons and tons of action all the way through this match.
Yeah, the big match, one of the big hits here was Sin Cara again with the ladder in the match. Now, that took something out of Sin Cara because I don't think he really came out after that incident for so many high-flying maneuvers.
Exactly.
But it was getting closer at the end when we had Christian, we had Dolph Ziggler in the middle of this. Cody Rhodes was kind of the odd man out.
Yeah, somewhat, but he did make himself visible during this match, but a lot of times he got taken out. As a matter of fact, he got speared off of the ladder by Christian.
Devastating.
And the question arises, Dolph Ziggler won this one. Cody Rhodes has been one of their guys who is money almost every time he walks into the ring. So the question arises: is he going to get a shot at some point? Probably not. Obviously, it's probably not going to be immediately, but somewhere down the road, we'll see.
Absolutely.
Cody Rhodes. Like I did that on purpose.
Nice play on the name. Anyway, yeah, it should happen sooner than later. These guys, I think those three are real big powerhouses with the SmackDown brand. Talking about Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, and Christian. I expect there will be a lot of action going on between those three guys. And not to mention Sin Cara. As soon as if he's okay after this match,
he's okay. Yeah.
Tyson Kidd, not to be left out. That guy is money.
Yes.
Again,
not now, but they gotta hook him up soon.
Absolutely, him, Cody Rhodes. I see something of a battle there brewing. So we'll find out here. More action, more from this brand to come. Nothing but good.
And like you mentioned before, innovation.
Absolutely. Never before seen stuff. Don't have names for them.
Exactly.
Could have just watched it.
Exactly.
Anyway, after that we have match number 2. The World Heavyweight Championship match between Sheamus, the champion, versus Alberto Del Rio. Now, this match was exciting. I expected maybe a little downgrade from what we saw here in Money in the Bank, the first match, but no, this was actually a good match itself.
Yeah. Right off the bat, especially since they put it seems like they mixed up the lineup. Having one big Money in the Bank and then championship match right in the middle, as opposed to putting it farther down the card. But this turned out to be a good thing because the action, it actually served to push the whole show forward. This match in particular, Sheamus was able to get the win out of this one and retain the title with the brogue kick. Again, white noise and brogue kick, standard stuff, but overall it was a good match.
Now, the match really got interesting after the match itself. Now, right away after Del Rio loses this match, then he decides to go ahead and start pummeling the champion. Sheamus starts taking a beating, and he's actually to the point where this arm breaker action is taking too much of a toll, and he's out cold. What happens? The crowd starts chanting, Ziggler, Ziggler. Of course, that's the cue. Ziggler comes out, tries to cash in the Money in the Bank, but no. Who comes to? Sheamus puts a bro kick right to the face, but before the referee was able to say, ding, ding, the match has started. So, didn't cost him the case. It could have very easily. He could have been the first man not to cash that in.
Exactly, and that would have been pretty tragic.
History.
Pretty tragic point in history. You don't want to be. You want to be that guy.
Imagine Ziggler, the big push that he's getting, and all of a sudden, boom, just loses it. In the course of 15 minutes, 20 minutes, That's
Yeah,
it.
that would
it's a
suck.
wrap. Yeah, they played it well. It was well done, and again, more action to come here. Match number 3 following that, we had, of course, AW Promotions, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, again with AW, versus Primo and Epico, along with Rosa Mendez. Now, this match itself...
The match itself was good. I got opinions about this. The match itself was good. For some reason, the crowd was quiet, and I'm not certain, but I think it had to do with the fact that because AW is mic'd up and his voice was coming through the mic. You know, obviously he's cheering his guys on, trying to motivate them, trying to discourage the other guys. But I don't know if the crowd was trying to listen to what he was saying, and that's the reason why they were quiet.
Absolutely. The action was there.
The action was awesome.
It wasn't there.
Everybody.
Yeah.
All 4 dudes who were in the match, Epico, Primo, Darren Young, Titus O'Neil, they were all on point. It was just the crowd sounded like they were.
And again, the Arizona crowd was giving it all. The Arizona crowd was very much into this pay-per-view. The problem here was AW was too much of a loudmouth. Why was he piped into the actual PA in this match? I have no idea. There's a reason why the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, had a megaphone, and they did away with that and didn't do that again. Because it's distracting here, not only for the wrestlers, but for the fans, trying to listen to these managers speak when they should actually be watching the action in the ring. So, unfortunate the way that happened. This match, the way it ends, it's great work here by Epico and Primo here to get this W in the way they did. But the action didn't stop there, or lack of, I should say here, when we had the actual tag team champions ringside with Jerry the King Lawler and Booker T. Now, this was a little bit of, I don't know, a little disturbing, the fact that AW starts talking smack with these two guys, talking about Kofi Kingston and R-Truth, and then they say something, I guess, no, it's R-Truth throws the water in.
Yeah, R-Truth doused him with the water, at which point AW goes to take off his shoes and his earring. Like Rosita.
Like a diva!
Like a chick.
Like a diva, straight up. Didn't we see Beth Phoenix do that? Or
at one point,
take off the shoes and then start busting out one of these?
Yeah.
Now, the guy was wearing big, looked like Super Bowl rings on his ears. They were huge rocks. But if you are a man and you get into a fight, you fight with the clothes you went into wearing. That's the way it is. You don't remove articles of clothing. Maybe a jacket. Maybe. But that's about it.
Tie something so you don't get choked out.
Exactly. But the shoes and the earrings.
If you think that your earrings are gonna get you injured, perhaps you shouldn't wear them. Just saying.
Wow. All right. Anyway, that was a little disturbing, but again, the match was won here.
He left without his shoes. I'm just saying.
He did. He had no shoes. The man was barefoot walking back up the ramp. It was pretty funny, but it was pretty disturbing at the same time. Whatever. It was what it was. Anyway.
Hey, you know what? Here's the thing, though. On the flip side, like I always say, you got to make the crowd either love you or hate you, and AW is doing that, so,
Do they really hate him? Do they hate him? I don't think they do. I think they just like,
what the hell?
Okay, what was that?
But, maybe he's got to dial it in, whatever, but, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Anyway, again, Primo and Epico end up getting the win here. But again, this wasn't a number one contenders match. This was just a match between two tag teams going at it. Again, they had beef, but nothing really came of it. So that's kind of disturbing here. The fact that there was no number one contendership on the line or anything like that. It was just basically a setup. So it was an entertaining match. Something taken away by AW, but we move on here through the card. Yeah. Next match was match number 4. It was no disqualification match for the WWE Championship. Much anticipated here. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan with guest referee AJ Lee. Now, this match was won by CM Punk after a lot of action, a lot of drama, and again, some AJ disappearing, coming back, and then playing a factor.
Yeah, at one point, AJ got bumped off the apron. Daniel Bryan pushed CM Punk, who bumped into her as she was on the apron. She fell to the floor. They replaced her with another ref as she went to the back. She came back later, and the match continued. But there was tables, there was kendo sticks. There was a lot of kendo sticks. Both of these guys basically got caned like they were doing graffiti in Malaysia or something? This match. Probably the best match of the night, I would say, because it was just relentless. But it ended up with CM Punk doing a reverse suplex on Daniel Bryan through a table
From the top rope.
From the top rope.
Through the table that he introduced to the ring. Now, the match was great. The fans, like I said, the Arizona fans were into it. Those fans there in Phoenix were chanting, table, table. They want a table in this ring. I mean, Invincible was saying this is not a TLC match, but nonetheless, they usually have those bad boys underneath the ring anyway. Yep. So just bring it out.
And for no reason, kendo sticks.
Now, kendo sticks is the problem. I see a table, okay, I see a chair, maybe a trash can, but a kendo stick?
Hey, you know what? Triple H, maybe he likes to practice kendo before the Japanese management techniques.
Tensai was like, oh!
That's all my stuff. What are you guys doing? Give it back.
Whatever. Anyway, well placed match here. Was well placed in the card. Very entertaining match. Great way to finish this match with CM Punk and that monster suplex here from the top rope. Now, AJ was hesitant to count, but she did. And she looked like she was kind of not intending to let CM Punk win the match after this, but it happened. I don't know what the aftermath is going to be on Monday Night Raw, but it should explain one way or another how she felt in this outcome.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She just likes attention.
Tension whore. Ah! Anyway, after that we had match number 5. Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins versus Ryback. Now, again, these two guys individually have shown what they can do here against Ryback in SmackDown and on Raw. Now it was the time for both of them to try their hand at Ryback together.
Yeah, they ran in together and they both got beat down together. Oh, it was actually a good match, but remember Tyler Rex being a little bit bigger.
What happened there? He was yoked.
He was full up like Ryback is now.
Now he's not so much.
Yeah, but whatever. Hey, Ryback nevertheless got the win, and we move on.
Feed me more! The guy says, feed me more! Now it's time to feed this guy maybe better competition. I mean, he's had the locals, now he's had the bottom of the barrel here in the WWE.
Yeah.
Now let's
Kurt Hawkins got to get on a pay-per-view. Yay!
He did! Hey!
That's good.
Congratulations. Well done. Anyway, after that we had the match number 6. This was the 6 Diva tag match between Layla, Kaitlyn, and Tamina versus Beth Phoenix, Natalya, and Eve. This was a better than normal Divas match, even though Divas matches aren't really up to par women's matches when you compare them to CMLL, to TNA, but this was a better than normal match.
Yeah, they definitely got more time than they usually get, and overall it was a pretty good match. Layla and Kaitlyn and Tamina walked away with this one after Layla ended the match with a neck breaker on Beth Phoenix.
Now we have two big, I wouldn't say big, but athletic, real, I'd say maybe
muscular chicks.
Okay. Muscular chicks that are helping here Layla. Now we got Tamina and we have Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn deserves to be, I think, in my opinion, pushed a little bit more here, considering the fact that AJ is getting pushed like she's got some blackmail pictures on the box here, alright? So, whether or not Kaitlyn should snap, or she should just turn heel, or something. I think she's got the actual chops to do something in the ring. More chops than most divas. But I think her problem here is acting mic skills. That's probably the situation here where AJ is getting such a big push. She's probably the best acting diva on the roster. So
Eve.
I don't know. Eve didn't sell it. When she cries, she doesn't sell it. When AJ cries, it seems kind of better sell to me. I don't know. You be the judge. Comment! Eve or AJ? Who's the better crier? Ha! Alright, let us know. Anyway, this match ends when, again, the faces do win. Layla gets the win. And we move on here through the match card. Number 7. It is the main event. This is the WWE Money in the Bank match itself. This is the match between Chris Jericho, Kane, Big Show, John Cena. And earlier the evening, the man came out stating he was a member of this Money in the Bank match. Talking about The Miz. After his movie parts here, movie roles, he is back to be a member of this ex-champions Money in the Bank match. And he participates. The winner ends up being John Cena. To surprise? Not really to most, but yeah. Anyway, but it was.
Looked like it shocked him when.
Well, because of the way it happened.
Exactly. Exactly. At the end of the match, he and Big Show are up on top of this super extra duty ladder.
Industry strength, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Commercial.
Exactly. And he's swinging the case at Big Show's head to knock Big Show down. And as he swings it like the third time, the handle of the case snaps off. And he looks just as shocked as everybody else in the crowd.
Hey!
And,
the handle went flying! And he just held... Oh,
I was like, I guess I won! Congratulations, John Cena.
His face was priceless.
Yeah.
The guy seemed so surprised that he won the Money in the Bank. He's like...
It's like, I didn't expect it, but I'll take it.
It might have not have... It wasn't... Well... Maybe it shouldn't have happened as soon as it happened.
Yeah.
But John Cena probably should have been the champion anyway.
Yeah, I'm assuming he was probably...
Well done here. He did impress here when he hit the old AA on the Big Show, on the Spanish table.
Exactly.
And that was a huge move here. Not to mention a couple of other moves from this roster in this industry strength ladder.
Yeah.
But some of these guys seem a little tentative falling off. Not like the SmackDown crowd. Those SmackDown crowds were taking it off the top of those ladders like champs.
Yeah.
But some of these felt hesitant. Some of these guys felt a little reluctant to actually take this beating from this monster ladder. I thought it was a great opportunity to, show some people what you can do.
Well, I mean, I know John Cena finally fell when he fell off after Chris Jericho had him in the choke. That was rock solid.
Long way down. And that was rock solid. But John Cena's never in question. I'm talking about these other guys that are trying to get there but can't quite get there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. We had, again, Jericho, not the W, The Miz, not the W. I know some fans were tweeting me saying, well, I mean, why bring him back if you're not going to make him champion? Really? You expected him to win the Money in the Bank his first night back? Really?
Yeah.
No, not so much.
Not so much.
All right. So anyway, that's the way this actual card ends. Money in the Bank 2012. Entertaining pay-per-view. Again, look forward to what's going to happen here on Monday Night Raw following this pay-per-view. And we'll be covering all that.
Yes. We'll be here.
All right. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the live coverage on UnifiedWrestling.com and the review here on Tag Team. For myself, Cesar Scorpio, Invincible Vincent, thank you very much for watching. See you guys next week.
Take care.